Dragon.
You said what?
Got that dragon.
Oh, me?
Yes.
I literally just whirled out of bed.
God damn.
Oh, so now he cute because he done got up, moisturized. Whatever now. We're not operating on the same thing.
Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
Loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or in this episode, we're going to go with David Winans and Dolores Winans. Y'all know Mama Pop Winans. I didn't even realize we didn't do it. And in honor of Good Friday, we're going to talk about some people of the cloth. You know the Winans family.
Mm-hmm.
Huge family in Detroit, huge gospel family, kind of along the lines of the like the Clark family. Shout out to Perfecting Church. And for y'all who don't know about the Winans, y'all just Google them. BBCC, the mama, the daddy. Mario Winans did R&B. Vicky Winans did Long As I Got King Jesus. Come on, it's just a legendary family. And not only that, they have different organizations set up in Detroit since the 70s for the youth and all that type of stuff. Like I said, shout out to Perfecting Church. Y'all still go. I keep telling Nero, church was a thing. What was it? I think it was on 911. Angela Bassett said, when the white guy, he was in church and she came to support him. Maybe he was Catholic, Lutheran, I'm not sure. And he asked her about church because he's like, I'm really starting to enjoy church and what I do and blah, blah, blah. And he asked her about her experience. She's like, well, I'm Baptist. He's like, oh, so do you like church? She's like, we don't just, he was like, oh, do you go to church? She's like, oh, I'm Baptist. We just don't go to church. We do church. Again, I don't know if the Winans Baptist, but brown people, we tend not to just to go church. We do church. We are church. So when I just think of that family, I think of that. And, even just a huge family that's in Detroit and doing their thing is always stands out to me. Was this the Winans? Was this BBCC who done got robbed in Detroit? Remember somebody got robbed in Detroit at the gas station and
took their purple offended Detroit.
Y'all Negroes know better. Knew who he was and then took his truck. Y'all do that. Nope, positive. Good Friday. I'm not even gonna get that energy to that. It's all right. The devil took it and the Lord gave it back to him twofold, right? So I don't know. Just shout out to the Winans family. What's your thoughts, Nero?
Shout out to them. They goats in the community.
As I said, in the community, a lot of folks think it's just gospel music. It's not only just gospel music. It's a variety of music and producing and all that type of stuff. It's generational.
Holding down Detroit and everything like that.
Absolutely not leaving. A lot of folks like to ease on out.
Hey.
Big Sean.
Nero,
Look, Big Sean, Nero. All the millennials. We still rapping. We'll wear a little Detroit Pistons shirt. But we look, we slowly back away. We just send money back.
Niggas ain't been in Detroit since 2010.
Let me say, once you with Detroit, you're always a Detroit.
Right.
No matter
Detroit
where you
what?
Go. No matter where you go. All right, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 122, y'all.
Yes, he is. Well, I said he's going to be risen.
He ain't rose yet.
Yeah, he laid him down.
They put his ass down.
They put him down.
According to the story.
They put my Lord down.
They put his ass down.
It's Good Friday, y'all.
They shot his ass up.
Wait. It's Holy Week, Nero. Okay?
What they got to do for me?
A lot, out of respect for me. Thank you. They put him down, y'all. They put my Lord down. He's gonna rise though, like he said he would.
Do anybody have a problem with Easter being on April Fool's Day?
It's a little ironic. It's some colonizer stuff playing in that.
I'm just saying.
Never mind. I'm not doing this.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. Open that podcast app, search Black Love Matters, hit that logo, scroll on down until you see write a review, and then leave that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review, that rating, and leave something, like Beyonce, Nyambi is the Beyonce of the podcast. On Stitcher, you got to do it from the desktop. You got to sign up there. You got to do it there. You got to do the podcast review there. And they're gonna send you an email.
What?
And if you don't confirm that email, that review won't go up. So make sure you check your email and use the real email, y'all.
Use the real email.
And then follow us on all forms of social media. Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. You gotta check out what's going on with you.
I do. Actually, not too much, but I do. First of all, y'all, I don't know if y'all watch this or not. I know y'all yell about us about giving y'all TV shows. But you know what I had to ease in and watch? Freaking Zan.
Mm-hmm.
Roseanne was good.
Yeah, she was good back in the day.
I knew she was, but the thing is, I couldn't remember if she really was good from back in the day or it was just nostalgia. But something happened. I was like, well, let me, it was the middle of the day. I was off. So I was like, let me go ahead and watch. I got a little downtime. Let me go ahead and watch it real quick. Do you know, as soon as that intro came on with that, was it a harmonica? That,
yeah.
Do you know, is that a harmonica? Nigga, I almost started to cry. I said, wait a minute. And they start going around that table. I said, this is culture. This is a memory. This is nostalgia. They did that. Because remember the reboots? I was a little tired of the reboots, right? Mm-hmm. This one is everything, right?
Yeah.
So it is funny trailer trash at its finest. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And not trailer trash like Honey Boo Boo. Because I used to watch Honey Boo Boo and support that because it was very trailer trash. And I think it really displayed white America. You know, as they tell us. And for the truth that they have, and I enjoyed it. But this displays the trailer trash in a different way, right? Mm-hmm. It was just an inside look, and it was freaking beautiful. Like, I told Nim, was like, how you like it? I was like, shit, fresh off the boat, and Blackish better watch it. You know why?
Why?
Because it was the realest shit ever told. It was no holds bar. I feel like Fresh Off the Boat and Blackish, of course, I'm sure because we people of color, crept into the realness, right? It took them a season or two for me to have my mouth open once, right? I'm not sure if my mouth opened once on Blackish yet, but it's a great show, right? But Roseanne, I think my mouth opened within the first 3 minutes. I said, no, the fuck they did it. But where's the lie? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I mean, watch they back. Of course, they're great show. Fresh Off the Boat, Blackish. I'm watching all of it. They're great, right? Well, Fresh Off the Boat, I kind of fell off of that, but you know, it's on my DVR. I just love the rawness. Like, I feel like Roseanne is giving us an inside look of Make America Great. And I'm here for it.
The maggots.
Yeah. And it's even beautiful because you kind of know how Roseanne feel about it, right? So it's just this satire. We just playing, but we not playing. Mm-hmm. Hashtag stay woke, right? And, you know, I wonder how the white people feel looking at it, right? That she's reflecting. Just when we have moments of Blackish, like, ooh, that is me. I wonder how the maggots feel when they be like, oh, shit, that is dumb. Because, you know, they'll flesh it out like, did this really make sense?
Right.
And like Roseanne say something like, it don't matter. Like, you know.
Because it don't to them.
Do you know? So I just thought it was good. Like I don't usually stand for no show like this, but I am freaking here for Roseanne. And everything is the same. Maybe that's what I appreciate. The couch is the same. Mm-hmm. The house is the same. The only different, and I love it even more because you know how, and this is true, like when you have relatives who've been in the house for a long time and you notice like their paint on a wall is beginning to get up because nothing has changed.
Right.
Right? It was so good. All the kids are back. This whole cast got back together. Ain't nobody beefed out. Like, it's just amazing. And just a little hint, so I won't give everything away. Roseanne done voted for 45. And Auntie Jackie is a Hillary supporter, but voted for Jill Stein.
Jill Stein.
Well, what exactly? I think that's what Roseanne said. Who was that? The Jackie was like, some doctor. She said, you Trump supporter. I'll give you a little bit. She said, y'all 45 supporters confused my ass so much on Hillary that I just voted on Jill Stein or Steen, the doctor, and I ain't mean to do that. she said, I got confused. She said, and with Rose, I said, that ain't my fucking fault. And it's just this commentary on like undertone, and I'm sure people are like, I don't want to be about politics, but in the climate we're in today, it gotta be, right? Everybody is affected by it. Everyone is affected by this presidency. Everyone is affected. Not even this, all presidencies, right? I think this one's just a lot more in your face in with social media, with the gain of social media and connectedness. You're just more, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Aware and upfront of it. But it was all types of jabs, like, you know, Dan and Roseanne. First of all, y'all know how I thought John Goodman was dead too. Like, they made a joke in the show to be like, yeah, I'm not dead, but I can't afford all my pills because of my health insurance too high. So what they do, they just swap pills.
Jesus.
They be like, here, I give you 2 of my blood pressures for 1 of your water retentions, and this is 1 of your depression pills. So when you get a little anxiety, we don't got your Xanax, so you just take this depression pill and you cool on out, okay?
You know who else do that?
Who?
My mama.
I told you. Where's the lie? Rosie, I mean, they're making a satire, but it ain't no, you can't believe, older people do have trouble paying for all of their medications. And so they got to make their own little concoction to stay afloat. They was like, take 1 of my statins. I just won't eat the pork tonight. Or like, that's how they was. That is what Roseanne and Dan was doing. And then here come Auntie Jackie was like, how you, because, you know, she talking about Make America Great. She said, how that non-existent health insurance treating you? Mm-hmm. That your president promised you. Again, Roseanne, shut up. And they were beefed. And it's just all types of little blows. So Jackie finally come to dinner. And she was like, what you bring for dinner? She's like, some Russian dressing. Like, it's just constant. Like, oh, my God. And there's more stuff. Them grandkids is amazing. DJ is back. He got a black baby.
That's what's up.
I say he a vet. Darlene. She was the Daria looking one, the emoji. She the one who kind of came back. I ain't gonna give everything away, but she kind of in a midlife crisis. What I'm going to say, her daughter is kind of really strong. Her daughter reminds me of her, right? So, you know, the same shit she gave Roseanne, her daughter giving her. Because the parents say that's what happens, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever you get them, the Lord gonna give it right back to you for a Good Friday. But the good juicy part on this is her son is non-gender conforming.
Okay. With
Roseanne and Dan as the granddaddy. I'm gonna just give you one scene. He walked in and they said, good morning, we love you. And then Roseanne and Dan made contact with the camera. Because he was like dressed in like a unicorn shirt and nail polish and shimmery pants. And they just looked at and they was like, is this a phase or what's going on? Or something else they wasn't thinking great. Like Dan was like, all right, son. And they very explicit, like Roseanne and him always like son this, son that. But you could tell that he maybe identifies as a woman or a girl. And he'll be like, oh, sorry, Granddad, I can't help you with that. My nail polish is dry. Come on. And oh my God, I don't want to give too many things away. Another thing happened was they sent him to school. So, you know, they back in the hood school, right? Mm-hmm. So Grandpa gave him a pocket knife to protect himself.
What?
Come on, it's a good one. And then Darlene's like, why you give him a pocket knife? He was like, look at him. He gonna need protection. Like, it's just so much that you're like, shit. And then the other reoccurring thing is that, and then I guess Darlene was like, you know, you need to respect my son, like, in the way he feels. Like, he's like 8. Like, he doesn't like boys or girls. Like, he doesn't know. He's trying to figure out what he wants, right? That's non-conforming. So I'm just supporting him. You get good grades, happy, fine. If you want to wear your unicorn shirt, wear a damn unicorn shirt, right? And then Roseanne and Dan was like, oh, we don't care about that. Like, you know, I think this is the beauty of Roseanne. Like, oh, well, that's our grandson. We know we love him. We just worry how other people in the world's going to view him. And we know how other folks treat him, right? And then she was like, well, that doesn't matter. We have to teach him to be resilient, blah, blah, blah. And they was like, why would you even think we don't support our grandson? Like, we have a gay daughter. And she's like, I'm not gay. I have 2 kids. They was like, really? She's like, I was married. This is them. Oh, we just did. And they kept saying, oh, well, we thought we had a gay daughter. Because wasn't that always the undertone of Darlene? Like, and she's like, I'm not gay. Like, what?
She's a little tomboy.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of a nice throwback. And then the last thing I'm going to give, Jackie, she not a police officer no more. She said she's going to be some type of coach. I'm going to just let y'all fill in the blank on the coach. And what's the oldest daughter? I never can remember her name.
I don't know.
She just on some fuck girl shit. You know, once her husband died.
I'm going to call her Grace.
Yeah, I don't think her name Grace, but okay. It was just a good, you should watch. Like, this is all the first episode. This is all 20 minutes. So they're giving us 20, Ryan Murphy realness. Y'all know I love Ryan Murphy. When Ryan Murphy give you a show, he gives you a show.
He did that show?
No, I'm saying it's giving you Ryan Murphy realness.
I was saying, people going to die off then.
You said they going to die off. But I loved Roseanne and Dan love it. They was Little Brown. I might have gave this black love to Roseanne and Dan Connor. Because when he woke up, I think it was a commercial with that sleep machine on. And she hit him. And he was like, what? She's like, I thought you was dead. because I guess it was making noise and it stopped making noise. She said, I thought you was dead. And that's when he was like, yeah, everybody think I'm dead. I ain't dead. Was there a rumor going around he was dead?
Yeah. There's a guy, I can't remember which comedian looked like him. He died. Oh. And they mistaken with him.
He said, I'm not dead. Oh, and they jabbed at both of them for losing so much weight. Because, you know, they used to be a little juicier and they done got thin now. But both of them, because, you know, they both used to be.
Right.
But both of them done locked that weight off them. But Roseanne and her people, they did that. And if y'all looking for a good, like, Modern Family, I don't know. Roseanne's a classic.
A lot of good TV, y'all.
It is a lot of good TV. But quick TV, right? I love a good 20-minute show. It's hard for me to commit to these hour shows. Sorry, y'all, I didn't watch Empire yet. I got to watch Empire, though. We'll talk about it Monday. Yeah. We'll support it. But, you know, maybe
Scandal. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. No, I don't think Scandals. It's like a hiatus or something, ain't it?
I hate when they do that shit.
But I got to watch. We'll do a Taraji episode on Monday because I got to watch, not Scandal, Empire. And I got to watch her movie this weekend. Acrimony comes out. And it looks like some woman scoring, Basic Instinct, Fatal Attraction, Realness. And I'm ready for Taraji to stomp through that whole movie and pout.
Oh. Maybe we'll do a whole episode on Acrimony. Maybe not. Who knows?
Oh, that could be the episode.
Since people be complaining about spoilers and shit.
Oh,
just make
they
one
got
episode.
mad at me again?
Nah, but you know.
Oh, you mad because you ain't watch Rosie? Oh, it was so good. No, it's still worth watching. Like, I just gave a very superficial overview. But I will say I was cracking up. It is on Nyambi's watching team, and I suggest y'all go do it too. It gives a peek inside. And then lastly, I'm just reflecting on Easter weekend. I'm actually, I'm off Sunday. But, you know, I'm kind of working this whole weekend, and I'm working close too, y'all. And I told you I thought it would be a slow weekend. You don't think Easter's a slow weekend? But not in the not in the Caucasian community.
No, they lit.
In the Caucasian, I feel like in the black community, the only thing is lit is the grocery store. Maybe a last minute, the grocery store, the grocery store, getting your hair did. Maybe like a JCPenney's getting your last minute dress, right? Burlington, right? But out here, the Caucasians, the white people, I want to be like, ain't nothing left in the Easter basket. Like, it's no more peeps left. And they just spent a lot of money, and the box store has been on jam. Can someone enlighten me to that? What's happening? Is it because the kids on spring break, maybe? Did the kids take spring break on Easter? Is that how their break runs?
I think so.
I'm not sure. I've been
so
far
Peeps
away
and candy and stuff, you know.
Yeah, but it's crowded. Like, meaning they want to make, and that's why I'm like, freak, I'm closing all weekend. I think Saturday, they think we about to make $300,000. Them holiday numbers.
Well, there's a holiday.
No, Christmas. $300,000 to Saturday before Easter? Really?
Yeah.
And it's going to be crazy busy. We're going to have call outs. So y'all just keep Nyambi prayed up. And this is new for me. It's new for me even working today. I usually don't work on Good Friday. Usually this weekend, this is kind of the most non-moving weekend I have. Like, usually it's me, Niram, and Nia. We're at one of our houses. We're doing a lot of Netflix. We're doing a lot of talking. And we're doing a lot of sitting. Like, we just don't do a lot of moving, right? So for me to be like going to work, ripping and running, I'm like, this don't feel good. And then I'm thinking I'm cute working the closing shift at work. Don't y'all Good Friday service be like at noon? My church is like, oh, we can do it at 7 p.m. I said, what? Where they do that at? I was like, y'all could have told me more than a week notice. So I could have switched my shift. So I'm missing Good Friday service, and that's throwing me off a little bit, but it's all right. I'm going to do a little quiet meditation before I go to work on Friday afternoon to reflect that he died on that cross for me. And then in 3 days, he got on up just like he promised, right? Amen. But I'm just even in this season of resurrection, right? So if we think about it metaphorically, I truly feel like I'm going through a metamorphosis, a change, personally too. So I think the season is symbolic. It's a reminder of grace and mercy. This Easter, I don't know. It just seems it's standing out for me. And I'm just trying to take it all in and being appreciative of it. Nirams?
Let's talk about Good Friday of last year.
Oh, you're going to give your Easter impact. Oh, first before you give Good Friday, what is your thoughts on Easter and spending it with Nia and I? Like, I just described the way. How would you describe it? Did you enjoy it? Well, this year we're not doing it together. We're getting together on, what was it, Memorial? Yeah, Memorial.
So, yeah, one of those days.
Yeah, we talked this weekend. But anyway, y'all need to know that. But what's your thoughts?
You know,
it's like a tradition. It's one of our traditions.
It's a good vibe.
And we eat lamb.
Yeah, you eat blood and lamb.
Oh, my God. Literally.
Like literally. Be a little rare.
What's wrong with us?
So let's talk about Good Friday of last year. So y'all know how I really feel about like being in church and all that good stuff, right? So we went to Nia's house, and then we just gonna go to church. We're gonna get these last 7 words, and
when he said it, I was just like, oh,
because
because since I'm a child, I haven't went to the real last 7 words. Again, Good Friday service is what? 45 minutes or an hour.
You would think so.
With like little treats after, right?
Yeah.
some treats.
Nia's like, I know how you is about church, so we're not going to go to no church service. We're just going to go to these last 7 words, and we're going to get brunch afterwards.
Yeah.
So we had like a very, very
light
breakfast. Very light. Like maybe an egg and a piece of toast. If that. I can't even remember.
It was like fruit.
Like,
tea.
Yeah, you know, Nia all about accoutrements and shit. So we had, we had all type of accoutrements. Yeah. So, probably some eggs, some little fruit.
It wasn't a thick one.
It
wasn't like grits. And we probably should have had like grits.
Some nuts or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, well, how long is it going to last? And well, this is my first time going to this church for Good Friday, so I don't know, but I'm assuming
hour and a half. Yeah.
No longer than about 45 minutes to an hour.
Then I was like maybe an hour and a half, because the churches I go to, they have it, and then usually it's like some after, right? Some cookies or some Easter bread, something to fellowship with, right?
So we get there. First warning, couldn't find parking.
Yeah, that's what we kept looking at each other like everyone's off.
Everybody's here.
I was like, well, maybe it's Maryland.
On Friday.
And then I was like, well, Nia, it's Maryland, it's black. Is middle-class blacks. The middle-class blacks use their day off or didn't go to work, right?
So the whole church and some is there. So couldn't find parking.
Packed
in a motherfucker. So
near them. It's Holy Week.
So we're up in the balcony.
And we're already confused. Like we thinking we good on time.
We thinking we on time.
And we're
a little
not.
Confused. I got on my little Easter pink linen suit jacket. Thinking I
got my little cute snatch dress. I'm at my lowest weight.
Nia got on something fly as hell too.
Yeah, we're extremely overdressed.
Just overdressed, thinking we about to go get some good brunch afterwards.
Yeah.
And then, start going. Usually around about 30 minutes, I start tuning out.
Yeah. Because it depends on like the direction of the sermon, right? Because I thought it started off good, because sometimes, we can tiptoe around the sermon and be like, all right, it's Good Friday. We can get to it, right? No church announcements today. And they were good, right? The pastor was started on time. He welcomed, and he got right into it. And I was like, okay, this going to roll.
No, after he made us dance or whatever.
Dance?
They sung for like 25 minutes.
It was 2 songs.
No,
I was like,
songs was long as ever. It had to be about 25 minutes.
It was not.
So I'm standing up there. I'm in this awkward position. My legs starting to hurt. I want to sit down.
After 25 minutes.
I want to sit down. They looking at me all crazy and shit. Stand your ass up, Niram.
Because Niram, I don't feel sorry for Niram for standing in church, because Niram ran a marathon. If you can run for 6 hours, you can stand for the Lord for 25 minutes.
Stand your ass up, Niram.
First of all, I did not cuss in church.
Stand up.
I said, Niram, are you okay? Stand up.
And then finally we sit on down. And we started going through these 7 words. After that, it was already 40 minutes that had passed by.
I'm thinking it's going to be an overview.
So I'm ready to go.
Of the 7 words. An overview of the last 7 words.
45 minutes go by. Look at my clock again. 1 hour go by. It was just like, you get the time montage where the clock is just ticking and people talking. 2 hours go by. I just can't take it no more. I'm just falling asleep.
But you're not explaining it, Niram.
What?
We thought the last 7 words was the theme. But he invited 7 different preachers up
to do their own sermon.
And each of them got a word. And then because I think after the second one, me and Nia made eye contact. and it's fine that they did the 7, but I'm thinking it's going to be a limit, 5 to 10 minute limit on that, right?
No.
It's 7 of them.
These niggas went 35 minutes apiece.
Full sermons.
Y'all already know how I feel about being in church.
Oh, they didn't have no intermission.
These niggas bamboozled me.
Yes, the 7 words of Jesus.
And you already know by hour 2, I'm like, what the fuck? You told me I was only going to be here 45 minutes.
We thought too.
So they still going, and I'm dozing off.
And they lit. So it's not even, you know how some of them come up and just give different energy and different renditions? They're all lit black pastors with the same kind of trajectory.
So
good morning, church. I'm going to start with this thing. Like, it's very much, and at the end, they hype. And you know, and don't get me wrong, the words were good, but it was just a lot.
It's like a movie. Y'all know how I be in a movie. I usually fall asleep. So they all rowdy and stuff. Now, how can you doze off in this? Because this is not my... So it got to the point where by the third word, I just took my ass outside. After I got caught snoring.
So that's 3.5 hours.
After I got caught snoring because it got real quiet. And, oh, shit. Near
Go outside. I think that was Nia. Go outside.
Go
outside. Go outside.
So they didn't give me keys to the car.
No, because we didn't know where you was going to go.
I was just going to lay my ass in the car.
No, we knew.
But luckily, there's a park next to the church.
We was like, go for a walk. Go for a walk.
There's a park next to a church. And I just laid my ass on the bench for 3 more hours while they was.
You ain't stayed there for 3 more hours.
Yes, it was.
You stayed there for like 30 more
no,
minutes.
it was at least another hour and a half.
Okay.
Because I remember I didn't talk to people on the phone. I was listening to the podcast and everything. And y'all still wasn't out there. Mm-hmm. And I just sat there.
Didn't you say like a homeless person came? That's
a homeless person came, asked me if I had some money.
That's when you had to come back into church. You better come back into the house of the Lord before they rob you.
Now I was like, let me get his keys because these niggas robbed me. I need something.
No, then you came back. He was like, you get no keys.
And I went right back outside.
It was a long service. It was about 6 hours. It was like almost a work day.
They bamboozled me.
It was to the point where, did we even go out to eat? Like, didn't we just grab like a bucket of Popeye's chicken?
We did something.
And came
we were
home
so damn
and
tired.
laid across the couch. I mean, maybe that's the point of Good Friday, right? The reflection. It's so for y'all don't know so the sayings of Jesus, the last 7 words is the saying of Jesus on the cross are the 7 expressions of like the biblically attributed to Jesus during his crucifixion. So, for the folks that know, I'm just assuming folks know.
I ain't know what that shit meant.
Yeah,
I was like, why are we here so long?
It was long. It was long. Like it was at least 3.5 hours of preaching. Like you said, he did like an intro. That was another hour. Like was there at least 5-6 hours on some nuts and berries. I said they could at least had an intermission.
So I'm hungry.
I haven't did the last 7 words in a long time, and usually when you do it, I guess it do start around that time. But usually it's like a break and you eat. Like it's lunch. Like I've been into it where you'll go for like 2.5 hours, right? Like a church service, and there'll be like an intermission where, you know, they won't have a whole thick Easter dinner, but it'd be like sandwiches. It'd be like sandwiches, chips, cookies, something to drink, and that'll last for like an hour, and then like in a house of unity, and then you come back and finish it up, right? But when you're just sitting there,
and I think it started around like 9 or 10 because I remember.
That's why I was like, oh no, that's early.
Nia being like, don't worry, Nia. I'm like,
we'll be out.
People got to go to work, so it can't go past no longer than noon.
Yeah, to come out. That's what I assume too.
So people can go back to church
because usually the ones that go long start at about like 11 or 12 or 1, right? So you can do a half day at work, come. Get a little work, eat, then go back home and prepare for the holiday. So I was with him. We
didn't get out that joint until 6 p.m.
Because I've also seen sunrise service ones where it's literally like 30, 40 minutes. So you get in there like at 6 or 7 and then you can still get to work.
Mm-hmm. We was in that joint until like, I'm exaggerating, 6 p.m.
No,
but like 4, about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
It was almost a work day. And I was dehydrated. But the word was good. It's just we weren't prepared.
You know how I didn't have no joy?
And when we got back to Nia house, we all like separated.
I really didn't have no joy. Like, I was miserable.
We ate chicken silently, and then I think we all just laid across the bed.
Because I was pissed. Like, y'all got me in this church this damn long after you done riled me up talking about it was only going to be 45 minutes.
I did.
You know how I don't like to be dealing with church.
Niram keep talking about the brunch is closed. The brunch place is closed now.
Because we was about to go to this fly brunch spot that we found on Yelp. Had all types of good Yelp reviews. And they was only open to 2 p.m. because, you know, it's brunch. So they open, it was like breakfast, lunch. So they open at 6 a.m. and they close at 2. Yep. Dealing with that church, we didn't get to go to no brunch.
I'm still a little mad at church ain't give us no snacks.
Ain't give us no snack. Ain't had no snack, no
I am
candy.
spoiled for my churches in Detroit. We do get snacks.
Ain't had no candy. I'm in there falling asleep.
Your blood sugar was low.
Blood sugar low. Y'all know I'm hypoglycemic. My blood sugar already low.
What stuff y'all got from church? And traditionally, another thing I like about my church on Easter, usually that's not a long service. Usually you in and out on Easter. But what's the ideas out mass?
Never again.
It's all right. The last 7 words, though, can be long. For the folks out there, Baptist folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. It can be long. It's usually a day. And usually you don't even come dressed up, right? You come more in your casual clothes because it's an all-day event.
Ain't nobody told me.
What else you got?
Because it was like, well, you got a choice near them. You can go to Easter service,
yeah,
or you can go to Good Friday service.
Well, we going to
Which one's shorter? I don't know. I'm thinking Good Friday.
Easter? Yeah.
I think Good Friday is going to be shorter than Easter.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the shortest one then.
You got all the church for the year.
Shit.
That's old school, though. I haven't seen that in a while. Y'all tell me, do they still do that?
Mm-mm.
In that version? What else you got now?
Other than that, I'm working with this startup, and they tip-tapping on my motherfucking nerves, y'all.
That's all right.
So, at first, he's working on the boss, the 22-year-old, is working on, like, getting me some interns, right? Or just getting interns for the building. So his ass is interviewing interns, and I just found out after he interviewed like 4 people. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'm thinking of bringing on such and such for marketing. And I was like, pause. So you interviewed marketing interns and didn't have the marketing manager
at least peruse the resume?
Peruse resumes and things like that.
Submit a question?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Well, I got one today. You want to join one? I looked at his resume. I said, he's useless to me.
Okay, Nero.
And then I go there.
How do you know from his resume he used?
Oh, I already know. Because it was like conservative this, conservative that.
Conservative?
Yes. He's useless to me.
Oh, you're right. Oh, he put that on his resume?
Yes.
Young Conservatives of America?
Yes.
No, thank you.
He's useless to me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that, but like looking at his resume, he didn't.
Why would you highlight that? This is marketing. Like, we need to see what skills you have, not what your. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's how you know he's young. Mm-hmm. We don't care what your political views are. What work can you do? Right. Why isn't that highlighted?
So he, the guy who I work for, he a little young conservative, bullshit asshole himself. Yeah. So they just vibing out. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. So, I go in there, and I came in with 4 swift questions to punch him in the throat. Yeah. What type of experience do you have with social media marketing? Yeah. He gave me a roundabout answer to say none.
What? As a child?
Yes.
I mean, not as a child.
No.
Being a millennial?
Okay, just social media marketing. So, web marketing, things of that sort. None.
Why you apply? Go ahead.
What type of experience?
Did he even say I'm willing to learn?
No.
Okay.
What type of experience do you have with WordPress? I don't know. What's WordPress? No. What's the largest platform that websites are built on?
So you don't even know how to build a website.
No.
I know WordPress. I've never built a website, and I don't know how to build a website, but I know the process in which you do it.
Yeah. There's one more question I can't think of right now.
Yeah.
And the last question was, personally, what social media accounts do you have, and how often do you use them? Because that gives me an understanding of, all right, well, he may not have experience with social media marketing, web marketing, and things like that. But he uses social media enough that I can help tweak his brain. He'd be like, all right, you know how you write these posts with X, Y, and Z? Like, let's tweak it for business-wise. Right? Mm-hmm. Well, I got Facebook, Twitter. Well, I got Facebook and Instagram, but I really don't use it that much. Last time I used it was probably about 3 months ago when I went on vacation with my girlfriend. I really don't like to be posting on, on social media, I have friends in real life, so I just don't feel the need to be using it.
Then you need to ask them. So in this interview, look, this is how you heard him. In this interview, and from your responses, what really interested you in this position? Because it doesn't seem like you're interested in social media marketing and building a website. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are you? Why are you interested in this then? What do you want to do?
Mm-hmm. And I think the last question is like, what experience do you have with writing blog posts?
None.
Like, oh well, I wrote. Press release, but I haven't written any blog posts.
So you don't have any.
So you don't have any experience writing blog posts.
Did you read the job description?
What type of experience do you have with just taking a complex idea, searching it on Google, and synthesizing that to something to 500 words? Yeah. Nothing. So you
He couldn't even pick that up from school?
So you a junior in college.
Oh, my God. I thought it was a freshman.
No. So you a junior in college.
Oh, my God.
You ain't it. And then, after we get done, the boss, I really like him. I think he's going to be a good fit for us. And I look at him dead in the face. I said, he's useless to me.
Yeah. Oh, what did he say?
What?
Yeah.
I said.
Did you run down the list?
Yeah. I said, for the intern, he don't use Facebook or social media, like Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
No excitement.
Very, very rarely. Don't have no excitement for it.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about web design. Not even web design, but like WordPress, like the actual system we use it on. Like even just knowing what it is. Like, yeah, I had a blog. What I'm looking for is, an intern to be like.
Or if you don't have a blog, I at least follow people who write blogs.
Yes.
Like something, yeah.
What I'm looking for in an intern is a kid that's like, I dibbled and dabbled with blogs. I got a social media account that I use a lot. And, I'm really, willing to learn, new things.
Stuff, yeah.
But it's none of that. Well, maybe we can have him do other stuff.
Well, yeah, don't put him under me, though.
But don't send his ass towards me when y'all have enough work to do.
Yeah.
Because now I got to teach his ass how to use fucking Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah.
For business. I got to teach his ass how to use Hootsuite and Recurve Post. And I got to teach his ass how to use WordPress and teach his ass how to tweet. No,
not when there's too many people out there who can do it.
And it's just like this mediocre bullshit all over again.
And what did he say when he said that? Did he get it or no?
No, he still ain't got it. To the point where I created this little survey thing.
Yeah.
It's 4 questions on it. Because I was like, well, I need to know. Because he's like, well, I think all our interns going to bounce back and forth. Like, we're just not going to have. I say, well, why are you telling me we have a marketing intern?
That's not a marketing intern.
No,
then.
That's a general intern.
Yeah.
So I created a
so
survey.
He wants like a mailroom person.
Yeah. So I created this little 1-page Word doc, and it had 3 questions on it. Question number 1, get us very excited about our new location opening up in 140 characters. Question 2, tell me about your hobby. Tell me why you enjoy it, and tell us why we should try it. So that's like a persuasive type of thing. Question 3, Google these words and write a 250-word persuasive essay on the benefits of said topic. And then the 4th one was like, share anything else. But out of those 3 answers, I can find out based off that what they writing style is, if they can even do the work, and then see if they fucking plagiarizing. Yeah. And I can see all of that within that. So the first question is, can they draft a tweet and make it, creating and exciting? Yeah. And the second thing is, 100 words. So can you come up with a Facebook status? Can you come up with a short blurb about something to make it exciting? Question 3, can you go research something online and come up with a blog post from it?
Yeah, can you do it original?
And can you make
plagiarizing? Because you want someone you can be like, just go do it. You don't got to go check on all the time. Get your company in trouble.
Exactly.
For bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. Go for it.
They didn't know how to do none of that. So
you only can give them so much. But I will reiterate to him like, or you'd be like, so you want me to spend 15 of my hours teaching him? Is that? This is a teaching internship,
right? And that's why I keep saying we a startup. I don't have enough time to be sitting down and do it.
Yeah, no, he needs actually, it shouldn't even be called, it shouldn't be an internship. It should be a practicum.
Yeah.
He needs a practicum, not an internship. Internship implies teaching.
And right now, I can't do no teaching.
A practicum is a work experience. You need experiential learning, right?
And that's what I keep saying. In the perfect world, my perfect intern would be somebody who dibbled and dabbled in blogging.
Yeah, who's looking to get their experience up as they about to apply. You need someone who's like really almost about to go on the market. Who's about to go on the market and need more experience, or a really a go-getter younger, for like freshman. If you're going to get a younger baby, you need someone who's kind of already in the field.
Yeah, I use, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram damn near every day. I post multiple times a day.
Maybe I'm giving too much, but y'all got a lot of universities around. I know universities with similar programs that y'all can just reach out to the director or the chair, or actually, you don't reach out to the chair. You reach out to the assistant. And be like, can you send this to all the students? Well,
we're still working on that, but it's March now, so the time is ticking.
Yeah, it's actually the ideal time. It's that season.
Yeah.
Where folks are starting to interview, And actually, you about to get the folks who can decline,
Yeah.
which is not bad, right? I think some companies or some organizations miss really, really good people. So you have an opportunity to get someone who's really, really good too.
Yeah. So that was my thing, and I'm just sitting here and I'm saying to myself, I am too overqualified to be here.
Yeah, you are. You gotta
and it's cool because it's a startup and there's a lot of things I can put on a resume.
Yeah, I would love. You should front end that resume so heavy
that I wouldn't be able to put on a resume if I worked at a regular job that I just had one position.
Yeah.
But I got shit where it's like, ranked number 1 on Google search rank for these keywords. Like I wouldn't be able to do that. That's me flexing. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, flexing.
I'm flexing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Increase website traffic by 1,000% within the first 3 months of being there. Come on now. Wouldn't be able to do that, right? No. Wouldn't be able to do that at a regular type of business. They wouldn't let me.
Red tape.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't allow me to like flex like that. So that type of stuff.
Yeah. So I think now you're at the point where what we tell Nia, you got to create a baseline.
Yeah.
And roll with that, right? Now you're at the point where you have to set up healthy boundaries with them, so especially for this intern. Whatever happens with it, right? Because I could see it going real left and you cussing them out and flipping the tables. Like, you're going to have to really set clear boundaries and be clear why you there, and also be knowing that, your goal is just to get to your year and to begin buffing up that resume more and more, right?
Yeah.
So just stay clear about that, because I think that sometimes it get hard. So are they flexing, like Shanice told us Monday? Wednesday. White supremacy. Is white supremacy being practiced?
Yes, it is definitely white supremacy culture there.
And let's be clear, that white supremacy culture can be in brown areas too. Mm-hmm. That was the scary part about it.
Yeah.
I don't see them in church. Not mine, but I see them in church. So I would say clear about that now.
Yeah.
And every time you get pissed, add another line to your resume.
Because I'm flexing on them niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, because I know it could be frustrating when you were like, I just want to do right for you. Mm-hmm. And they won't let you. But you have to realize this ain't your business.
No.
This is.
I'm working on somebody else's dream.
Yep.
I need to be working on mine.
Yep. And you can't be more invested in their dream than they are.
My dream is to finish this memoir, run races, and talk to people.
And of course, and again, I'm not saying you don't tell them like, I wouldn't do that. But as far as going back and forth, I just want to be clear. And, I'll do it twice. I'll say it in person verbally. Then I'll send an email and be like, well, as always, whatever direction you like to take.
Right.
Because what did white supremacy tell us? That they want it in writing.
Yep.
Because if it's not in writing, it
didn't exist.
Yep. So I say you give it 2 times, and then what? You're all set.
Right.
Pillow talk.
What we got, y'all?
Yeah, I've seen this. I don't know as much about it, but, it's from Detroit, so I feel like I want to highlight it and just have a brief conversation about it. I'm sure there's more is going to unfold in this story, so y'all do your research, too. It's this hashtag that's going on. It's free. I hope I'm saying this right. Situwa? So it's hashtag free, SIWATU. So,
Siwatu?
Siwatu. Oh, I said Situwa. Sometimes I be putting the accent on the wrong. That's that Michigan. I got that heavy tongue. It is, right? It's like a heavy tongue. People are rallying around a Detroit mother sentenced to prison for defending herself. And the idea is that basically the stand your ground law is not supporting people of color, and especially women of color, the same way in which it's supporting white men. Mm-hmm. So what happened is, last July, this woman was visiting her mother when an unruly neighbor ran their vehicle into the car she was in with her daughter and mother. When she came to confront the person, the neighbor attempted to run over her and her mother. To ward off further attacks, she then waved an unloaded gun at the person. Michigan Stand Your Ground law, which is similar to Florida law, which, to remind y'all, allows George Zimmer to avoid conviction in the death of Trayvon Martin, did not protect this woman. On March 1st, she was sentenced to the mandatory minimum of 2 years and will serve while carrying her son. The pregnant mother will give birth to her first son behind bars for defending the people she loves. Many have voiced concerns that the stress of the situation will put the unborn child at risk. Her story has been well documented by Black Lives Matter's co-founder, Patrice Cullors. She wrote an essay about this. We'll be sure to link that for y'all, which highlights America's racial bias towards black gun owners. In a statement, Patrice said that The story is just one of many stories that shows if a black woman asserts her rights and arms herself from potential violence, she is putting herself at risk of being criminalized, prosecuted, and incarcerated. Due to the racial and gender bias that plague our criminal court system, women of color are the fastest growing population in U.S. prison, and they are twice as likely to be incarcerated than their white counterparts. Those dismal prospects only apply to black women who aren't pregnant. For women who are with child and find themselves behind bars, the situation is even more dire. Again, that's hashtag free SIWATU. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
That's why I was like I said, I just seen it briefly, but I had to just bring that to everyone's attention, right? I mean, it's just so many levels to this, right? So if Mark Zimmerman, and he killed George Zimmerman, and he killed someone. We're talking about a woman who just waved a gun, right? So even if they was like, okay, you ain't supposed to wave a gun, what happened to parole? Like,
right?
Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they got her on some brandishing gun type bullshit. She should have shot their ass.
Yeah, because so they're saying, oh, that you were threatening, like, so instead if she would have shot him, that's what she knew she would lead in trouble.
Right. She should have put bullets in their ass.
Like, okay, isn't that awful?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, even
and that's why we mad at Killer Mike for talking about NRA. Because where's NRA at?
Exactly. Even like, what was that woman who was like getting abused by her husband, and she shot warning shots instead of putting bullets in his ass, and her ass went to jail?
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
So it's always, if you're gonna wave a gun, you got to just shoot it.
Just kill their ass, and that's sorry to say.
Yeah.
Because this is what fucking white folks is doing, and they getting off.
Yeah.
You just gotta kill the motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
right? Like on some real stuff, because evidently you can't wave a gun to show, hey, I got this gun, chill the fuck out. You can't send warning shots to say, then you come any closer, I'm gonna pull a bullet in your ass. You just gotta pull a bullet, nigga.
This is awful. Like I said, I don't know the whole record. I don't know everything else that's going on. It really doesn't matter. But it's discouraging to know that, again, I think it's the consequences seem so severe, right? If there's going to be consequences, fine. But there was nothing taken into account that this woman felt threatened. She was scared. She was protecting her family. And even more so that she's pregnant. And she's going to give birth to this child in prison and then has to give her baby up.
Right. No worries.
Not give her up, but I'm assuming give it to family members, right? And what's the mental trauma that is then put on her then?
Right. And put on that baby, because hell, like the first couple of weeks is
huge. It's all mama. All the energy mama giving, that's what the baby got.
Right. So now that baby going to be on Similac, ain't going to have no bonding with that child.
It ain't no wrong being on Similac, but if that's not the mother's choice, yeah, it's a problem.
But I'm saying ain't no bonding, ain't no titty time.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It is. Like I said, again, it's a story. I think it's still developing, and last time I checked, is the lawyers are employing varied tactics that including kind of requesting that she be released on bond, pending appeal, reversal of the conviction, or a pardon. It looks like they're raising money for her, and they raised over $25,000. I think they're trying to get to $75,000, but they're trying to raise money for her and her family. But huge conversation, right? So this is a conversation on people of color and our rights with guns, the relationship with us in the justice system, and even how they pointed out how black women are now the next rising number. Yeah, because they done got all the Negroes in jail.
Yeah.
Ain't no more room for the men. So we need to go get some more black women in jail, right? Because now what we're doing, we're standing up and voicing our opinion. Now they getting us on the backdoor shit. Ain't it crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I don't know, it's just something that really hurt my soul. And being in Michigan, Detroit, because when I heard the story, I was like, yeah, Michigan has that stand your
ground.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, they might give her a little, don't do that, ma'am, 1 year probation. Or not even that. What's them classes?
Yeah, gun safety classes.
That's what I like. That's
ran by the NRA.
That should be more of an appropriate, you know what I'm saying? For this type of thing. Stay woke, sis. The next thing I want to talk about, y'all see all this university foolishness going on?
What's going on?
Where do I begin? Okay, first we'll start. Howard, what's going on?
Ooh, the real HU?
Yeah, but and what I'm going to forgo with this, all this university bullshit, I'm talking about because it's in the news and there's a black college and other stuff going on. But this is happening at every single university in America. It's just who getting caught today.
Yep.
Anyway, so the Howard University students are demanding the resignation of the president. Looks like his name is Wayne Frederick. Jesus. They said after complaints about campus housing that almost left one student homeless in March. Remember we talked about that student?
Mm-hmm.
Students are collectively organized and voicing their concerns. Students claim that the school has failed to provide a safe learning environment. The members of this organization is called Howard University Resist. They sent 9 demands. Again, this is not new. What university students have done. I think almost all university students have sent.
I didn't send some demands.
Me too. And I think that's probably what the president was like. Oh, okay. Fine.
What y'all want? Okay.
Among the students' demands is for the school to offer affordable and adequate housing for students under 21. Wait, that's not a thing. Well, maybe Howard got something else going on. Look, we've been to PWIs. What do you mean there's no dorm? Now, they high as hell, but you can stay there and we'll charge your account.
Right.
They're also urging the school to freeze tuition, which has since 2008 has nearly doubled. Well, you know, what's rough for them HBCUs is they private.
Mm-hmm.
They don't got to do nothing but stay black and die.
Exactly.
You know, not public schools. You can go to your letter straight up, right?
Right. And
that's a private entity. That's like telling the business what to sell.
And they usually have like that tuition promise type thing where wherever you came in at that year, like that's where your tuition is at for the rest of your time.
Yeah, so that's a tricky one, right? This is a private. See, I think that's the thing folks forget. This is a private business. Mm-hmm. A lot of people think universities are these nonprofit entities.
No.
And they are a business, and they are there to make money, right? And then the young actors are also asking for full access to faculty salaries. In private companies, that's not a mandatory.
Yeah, that's not.
I mean, that's a courtesy, but it's not.
Howard is like DeVry.
Ooh, no, they gonna come get you. No, it's not.
I'm not saying like, but not in the sense of like academically, but business wise, it's equivalent to the DeVrys and whatever.
Yeah, y'all asking for state school rights.
Yeah, you asking for state school rights or from a private school.
Yeah,
and they can say kiss they black ass.
Yeah,
that's the same thing from Howard. I mean Harvard.
Yeah,
like they're a private school. They ain't got to give you none of that shit.
Yeah,
because they private. They ain't getting no state funding.
Yeah, they have no obligation to the state. I mean, they can get pressure for them students, but I would argue that listen, students, this is the trick. They wait for y'all to either graduate or for the season to end. So y'all do bad timing. Listen to Auntie Nyambi. I was in it. This timing. Y'all about to go on some type of spring break, and they're gonna hope it die off. And or y'all about to leave for summer. Y'all about to graduate or leave for the summer. They're gonna hope you forget about it.
Yeah,
and some of y'all are gonna forget about it. And then the ones who don't forget about it, your grades are probably not good, and they're gonna kick you out. Listen to Auntie Nyambi. Y'all stop doing timing like this. You know when you got to start this bullshit? The first day of class.
At the beginning of the semester.
Stop doing this late in the semester because they're just going to wait the clock out for y'all.
Yeah, y'all. They're going to wait y'all out.
They're going to wait the clock out. And they're going to have town halls and they're going to listen. And this man, what's his name? Frederick. He don't care how much y'all put him on. He don't care. He still get his check. What's that meme I keep showing y'all of Kris Jenner? Y'all keep talking about this and these demands and he trash. And then he going to say, but I'm still rich and you're poor. Mm-hmm. So it ain't right. But Auntie Nyambi's giving you the jewels. Y'all timing's bad because school's about to get out.
Yeah, y'all should have did that the first
You
day.
won't believe how much 3 months a wipe of memory. It's like Men in Black with that little thing.
Yeah. That's me flashing the light.
And then the thing is, y'all so geeked in HBCUs and bringing a new freshman class in that they excitement.
Pledging and shit, yeah.
Come on. Their excitement is going to overarch.
It's fleeting.
Yeah. What's going on here? Because you got to deal with the new baby.
It's fleeting. What y'all should did is get that shit going during freshman orientation and start that shit all the way throughout.
That's how you do it.
The beginning of the semester.
I was going to say sports, but that ain't y'all strong suit.
No.
PWIs, that's how you get them. Doing sporting events, right? Mm-hmm. But you have to be willing to wreck that shit, which I'm going to talk about Michigan State yet. And y'all, I see y'all, the blacks at Michigan State, y'all ain't bout it enough to go wreck that Final Four. Anywho, but so that's my advice. That's Auntie Nyambi's advice for y'all. Like they're gonna send you.
They're gonna wait y'all out.
They're gonna wait you out.
Look, it's gonna be April in a couple days.
Y'all out. Y'all got to be out in the end of April.
So like finals is coming up.
September. Bye.
Finals is coming up. They're gonna wait y'all
out. And y'all
out.
need to study for their finals because they're looking at these GPAs so closely.
So they can kick y'all out.
Thank you. you're no longer academically qualified to be here. I'm just telling y'all what you're going to do. But they're also urging the university to create measures to help prevent sexual assault on campus, to provide resources for compact food insecurity, and stop gentrification. What did we tell y'all? They're here to make money. And most important, these young people are asking for a seat at the table. Mm-hmm. They're not stopping. We told y'all gentrification was happening when we was in D.C. A few months ago. Mm-hmm. When we was down by Howard with that Howard Shaw exit or that Metro.
Yeah.
Needham said he ain't never seen so many trees over there.
That's a lot of trees.
And buildings. Mm-hmm. That's how the university making money. I'm sure they selling all types of building and rent done went up.
Right.
So y'all have to stay strong. You know, Auntie Nyambi always for the children. But Auntie Nyambi is just letting you know how the colonizer don't got to be white now. We letting you know how the colonizers operate. So if y'all gonna do this, you have to stay firm, but don't forget you got to get them grades up because they're gonna try to kick you out if you don't hit them grades. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, take the summer to plan.
See, another idea, because I'm thinking about this, is that since it's a private school, most of this money comes from alums and donors.
Yeah, so y'all need to reach out to the alumni. Get the alumni to get angry.
So y'all need to act like y'all gonna have a alumni type of mixer or whatever.
Yeah, and
get those emails
down. Or reach out to the alumni, blow them up, and tell them how upset you are and how disappointed. Like, yeah, you have to take different tactics, right? These 9 demands, the university's been getting these demands since the beginning of the time.
Right.
It's like love letters. I don't want to do presidents think it's a form of what is it? Hazing. You made it. You ain't been the president of a university if you ain't got no demands.
Right.
As I said, I've been on the other end and been at the table where there's been presidents, VPs, deans, provosts, and they be like, "Yeah, they sent us some demands. That's cute.
That's cute.
We don't respond to demands." I've been at tables when they be like, "We don't respond to student demands. We don't." Some they said something real. They basically said it's Good Friday. I ain't gonna say it, but they was like, "Kiss my." Or how do we give them? Like, tell them we'll meet. Mm-hmm. Send them an email. Like, what do they want?
Tell them we'll have a.
We'll talk. Or they know this isn't reasonable. Mm-hmm. So they ain't scared of no demands.
No. Go on those board of trustee meetings and act the fuck up.
Yeah, go and shut down a board of trustee meeting. Actually, no. Find out when they're doing finances. Mm-hmm. Anything with money. Keep stopping that. Wherever they about to approve the budget, go do something.
I got something I want to say.
Yeah. That's the type of stuff you got to do it. But just be aware of old auntie. That's just old Auntie Nyambi helping you. Again, I think it's another one from Howard. Students, not the president. It was, what is this? Amid some whistleblower allegation, Howard University says 6 employees were fired for misappropriation of financial aid funds last year. Be aware of that. That seems very convenient. Mm-hmm. For when the students coming up with these 9 demands.
Yeah.
All this came out within the same 48 hours of each other. Mm-hmm. Again, Auntie, I'm not saying, I don't know what happened. I don't know if these funds was misappropriated, what it looks like. But university can be very crafty with distractions on other things. Mm-hmm. So again, if they did the money, they shouldn't have did it. But students, be very aware. It seemed like it came out very easily. What it says, the Howard University, there he is, the president, Frederick, he released a statement on Wednesday about the allegations that the university misappropriated financial aid funds from something that was published on Medium. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, it's unavailable.
Oh, they took it down? They took that shit down.
It looks like they were fired because they're investigating. The Medium proposed revealed a scathing allegation from the former financial aid administration that had allegedly received $1 million in financial aid funds between 2013 and 2017. In the statement published, he said that he was sorry, the university president is sorry, and they're doing some type of investigation. Be very aware. And I'm not saying they did it or not did it. It just seems very convenient.
What's going on already?
It seems very convenient that the president comes out with this in saving this university when the students asked him to step down. Mm-hmm. So dig more into this. What does this really look like? See the full picture, right?
Right.
Because especially when it comes to media, it can be very one-sided. Lastly. Oh, I'm sorry, Niam. You got anything to say about that?
No.
That's why I say everything is not what it seems. So even though these folks got fired, like, I would argue what they got fired for. What was the funds misappropriated for? Students, be aware. So were these people in financial aid trying to help y'all, and they giving y'all money? And the university be like, oh, you ain't supposed to give them money. That's the same thing as misappropriating funds, but they're helping students, right?
Right.
So y'all might need to be on their what?
Team.
Come on. Be awake. Are you asleep or you awake? Is you finished? Is you done?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying there? Or am I too twisting this?
No,
am I talking too
I can definitely
hyperboles?
see. No, I see it.
Like, is this a financial aid? You go like, well, apply for this and do this and we'll be good for you, right? Is this the person they coming after? They'll be like, oh, well, you didn't check this checkbox or fill out this paper. That still would be considered misappropriation funds, even though students getting the funding.
Right.
So Howard resist. Can y'all check into that to make sure they weren't helping y'all?
Because they probably was helping y'all.
Come on. So I think I get a little upset about stuff like that. It just seemed like, oh, look over here.
Yeah. You see this bird?
Yeah.
Look
at
this
him.
bird.
Sit something. We fired him.
That bird gone.
Yeah. Look with me. I did good. So, sheesh. I don't know everything that's going on with this. I'm talking very high level. But what got me back is the Michigan State shit. Sheesh. What is Michigan State imploding?
I don't know. I meant to call out to some of my Michigan State friends.
Some of y'all alumni. Well, again, none of this surprised me. They just got caught. It's just your turn, Michigan State. Come to the front of the congregation. Come get saved. Come get washed.
Because it happens at every university.
At all of them. At varying levels.
At every university, there's somebody.
Sexual assaults.
There's
somebody,
some high level administrator, professor, dean, somebody sexually assaulting these students.
Yeah. And somebody hiding it.
Yes. And there's somebody hiding it because what? They're in a boys club or white supremacy culture.
Yeah.
At every university.
Yeah, I put money on it. Black, white, Latino. All of them. All of them are doing it. So y'all know that, what's his name, Nasser or Lasser or whatever that he was. He went down for 1,000 years. Yeah. But then now it's coming back like the dean.
Knew about it.
And so they put in his action. Can we talk about that? I'm not mad about that. But that's another thing that universities tend to oversee. So whenever there's subordinates or someone getting in trouble, like the deans all of a sudden null and void. Like they don't know what they don't know what happened. They don't know what day it is. They don't know they teach. All of a sudden they got dementia. Right. And I low-key appreciate the university being like, hey, you the boss. Right. You ain't know that what's going on.
You they ding.
For years. Like, this is not something we said that happened in 1 month. But so you have no idea what's happening. That's a problem. Take your ass to jail. Like, and they showed him and he's 70, taking his ass to jail. And then the president stepped down and
because he probably knew too.
But you know what got me looking at this story to say, y'all, Michigan State, Black Michigan State, where are y'all at? Because y'all in danger, girl. Guess who in the interim president of Michigan State?
Who?
John Engler.
What?
Run. Girl, you in danger.
Yeah, y'all in danger.
Michigan State. Alumni. Black people, brown people, poor people. John Engler is your interim president? Y'all should have kept that sorry white woman.
I thought y'all was going to say Bessie DeVos.
Oh, my God.
She the interim president. Yeah.
You in danger, girl. John Engler got some real racist undertones to his ass. Y'all remember John Engler? Real racist. And if he the interim president, you know what he want to be?
The president.
Ain't nobody just take an interim presidency under all this foolishness if you don't want it.
And the thing is, most of the time, interim president really mean that they're going to do an internal search and they're going to say, no, we good. We already got one.
We got him.
Because interim president means we just trying him out.
Yeah.
And all he got to do is not fuck up.
Yeah.
For a couple months and then voila.
And he's going to be going there and be ultra conservative, ultra hard on things. He's going to fire everybody in that cabinet. Yep. We know the story. He's going to fire all the deans. He's going to fire all the VPs. Fine. And then they're going to bring in
his crew.
That I argue might not be.
The best of the best.
And the thing is, the shift just going to change. So maybe sexual assault, that might get a little better. But brown people?
Race relations?
Nope. Access to funding? Diversity programs?
Nope.
Be careful, sis. Y'all be very careful. Y'all just check John Engler background. He wasn't that good to Michigan, honey.
No, he was not.
When it came to the blacks. He was not someone that was very popular. So y'all in danger, girl. All around. But you see what happens when white women get hurt, right? And they got to get their justice. They get full justice. What you think about that, Nero? I don't actually got a lot of friends that went to Michigan State.
I haven't reached out to them, but I'm gonna have to do that over the weekend.
Black alumni at Michigan State, honey. I hope y'all got y'all demands. Because you're going to need them in about a year.
I got a lot of black alums there.
You're going to need them in about a year.
I'm about to reach out to them.
Yeah. But again, I want to reiterate, it's not just Michigan State. It's just Michigan State's turn.
Yeah.
Just like a few years ago, it was Penn State's turn. Mm-hmm. And in a couple years, it's going to be some other
university's turn. But it happens.
Y'all forgot about Penn State, didn't you?
It happens at every university.
All of them. That's why when you have to prepare your child whenever you go to these universities, you have to warn them for them.
Nobody's safe.
Sexual assault, excessive drinking, drugs, Adderall, perfectionist culture, white supremacy. All that happens on these campuses.
At every campus.
All of them. And you have to prepare your babies for it. Mm-hmm. All right, how we doing? We just going to jump into Shout Out Friday now?
Yeah, let's do some Shout Out Fridays.
All righty.
Ooh, that was a little.
For Good Friday. The Lord is good, though. The Lord is good, and He is going to rise just like He said He would.
It's Good Friday. Shit in retrograde. Sheesh.
Retrograde to the 16th.
Let me just get some happiness in my life.
Well, I am happy.
Shout Out Friday.
Shout Out Friday.
So as always, to leave a review, you got to go on that Apple Podcast. Leave us a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star rating and review. And on that Stitcher, remember you got to do it from your desktop, and they're going to send you an email. You got to click on that email. So we got a couple from Apple Podcasts. The first one says, "Can't Get Enough" by Miss Toya Miss Bell. And it says, "I just can't get enough. I'm loving you guys. I'm also re-upping my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star review." That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just got to re-up it.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
She re-upping up her 5-star review. Won't keep you long, but just wanted to thank you for creating this podcast. Keep it real. Keep it funky. Love you guys. And Wakanda Forever emoji.
Oh, crossed hands.
Cross hands, niggas. Mm-hmm. Next one, title reads, "Nyambi and Them." What? Crying face emoji. From Garrissay. And it says, this has become my happy place. The perfect blend of mess and mindfulness. Heart emoji.
Exactly. That's who we are.
Keep doing what you're doing. And yes, Nyambi is the Beyonce of the podcast.
No.
But you cool too, Neums. LOL.
No, we're a team.
No, you two together. Black love magic.
Mm-hmm. Want me to do from the blacklove.com?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so from our website, we have AK Bell. That's what you think they say?
AK Bell.
In regards to episode 120, Holy Week, Ping Pong and Love, and it says, hey, it's been a minute since I've written in, but I did just re-up my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star review. So I'm here and I'm sitting at work listening to this episode when I heard a few things that made me stop mid-workflow and take a second for reflection. First, of several things that had me shook, Niram, the fact that you had to take time to self-reflect and have no shame or don't keep that from your audience is amazing. I couldn't help but to stop and realize how many men we have that cannot, parentheses, let me repeat, that cannot self-reflect in any way, shape, or form. This threw me for a loop because our society praises this pent-up emotion as being manly when I believe, in fact, it's just harmful. I completely agree. You got to let that out. Mm-hmm. Second thing, during the Atlanta recap, by the way, I need for you guys to stop getting me addicted to these shows. First, this was This Is Us. Now I'm watching Atlanta. I'm telling you, Nyambi, you said the same thing. You said something so important and so powerful that I literally sat back at my desk and sipped my coffee. You were talking about Earn and Vine and how they had the talk about what are we doing. Deep. I'm trying. What are we doing? When you said he does not understand the implications of his behavior, my whole spirit peaked. Her head through the window. It said message. Now, before Niram be ready to beat me up, let me say I understand where you're coming from as well. Now, with that being said, why is it so hard for males to articulate their intentions? Now, this is a topic that touches my soul, and I'm not ready to unpack the emotions tied to it. I really just wanted to let y'all know it touched something. Third thing that made me take a pause was everyone lights the guns until black people holding them. Again, this was just deep, so deep. Sorry, this was long. Couldn't keep it to myself. Peace and blessing to the next time. It's true.
Yeah, they don't show their intentions because they already know the repercussions of it.
Yeah. Oh, you think he already know, and
yeah.
you trying to?
So why would I want to say I just want to fuck you?
Yeah, because you know. So you trying to tiptoe? Oh my God.
Well, why would I say, I don't want you to be my girl. I don't want to be serious. I just want to have sex with you. Yeah. Knowing that she wants something.
And I think it's also an object thing too, right?
Knowing that she wants something serious. Yeah. So why would you?
But I also think he don't want her to be with nobody else.
Exactly.
Oh my God. It's an object.
Yeah.
It's like it's a possession type thing.
Yeah. So why would he show his intentions?
Yeah.
Shit. If I was him, I wouldn't.
Oh my goodness. Here,
I'm just keeping it real.
Woo! Am I reading the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So next we got some emails from one Juliana A. The subject is Superstore. It says, message. Naomi, do you ever watch the show Superstore? They just had a going away party in the opening of the last episode, and the first thing I thought of was bots. Store Chronicles. I'm convinced the assistant manager on the show is just a better looking version of the corporate climate risk management woman you told us about too. Yes, I love the show and I love the Bot Store Chronicles. I haven't. I'm gonna look it up too. Somebody else I think told me about it, but I haven't had a chance to look at it. I think I might have to because the Bot Store Chronicles is its own culture in itself.
It is.
And you just be like, what are we doing? What is going on? And it's some stories. Like I said, I don't even have to try to look for updates and commentary from y'all. Like I could literally just sit at the front lanes and it'll come to me. It's like a magnet. And it'll just come straight to me. The next one's from our boy Red Baron.
Red Baron, what's up, man?
It says subject March of Our Lives. Was I saying that right? Did I say Days of Our Lives?
I don't know what
I ain't mean to demean the children.
March for. I don't know what you
I ain't mean to demean the children. I beloved the children. The message says, hello all. I have not been able to watch everything involved in the march, but what I've seen has been amazing. So to shout out, let's first go with Black Lives Matters, who have these young people who have given these young people a voice and the ability to march, to stand strong and let people know that Black Lives Matter will still be there as long as there's a reason for it to exist. The March for Our Lives comes in extension of Black Lives Matter, the strength and determination to fight as long as it takes. These new breed of young voices are strong enough to break up the foundation of abuse we have been living under, this form of gun slavery that has been an oppressive yoke to many peoples with no restraint. The saddest part of it all, this is that we have turned children and young adults into soldiers in this war because white terrorist privilege exists and it murders everything in its path and it doesn't care who the victims are. Yeah, these young voices threaten an old power structure that has gained the movement in calling that only exists because people have kept shooting Black people with no remorse. Where they thought we would go away and we kept showing up, and off of that foundation, these children are battle ready. They have tools that have been laid out by Black hands, forged in blood, sweat, tears, and loss.
God damn it!
Come on, Black people should take away that even we built this march too. Yep, these young people are the faces, but we built it, and so it's okay to share the fight with these young people that we have done enough to have their eyes open, and that they have also recognized not to forget people of color too, that we also continue to march for our lives as well, because no weapon formed of us will succeed. I was giving no weapon short of us shall prosper. Under the Lord. It's true. We built this.
Yeah.
We did this. Black folks did this. Even before Black Lives Matter, the Civil Rights Movement. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this.
We have.
Marching, you go back for the slavery. You know, all this stuff. And it's honestly started in the church, right? So this is what we've been doing for years. We got to continue to do it, right?
Exactly.
The next one is from Elena. The subject is Holy Week episode. The message said, I really appreciate how you bring and discuss important topics that relate to Black people. White men, colonizers will fight for the guns forever because they have colonizers' slave catching spirit. What? She said the spirit of their ancestors. You know how we be talking about, what's it called, epigenetics?
Yeah.
That's true. If we get passed down trauma, they probably got trauma too, right?
Right.
So they got it in their, oh, come on. Look, a lot of just opened my eyes. The spirits are heavy and create strongholds. There needs to be a spiritual break. We got to stage everybody. The reason why there are no support groups for Black women is because society is afraid of the true power of the Black woman. Yeah, they know that if we're strong, then our Black men and families are strong too. Amen.
Absolutely.
I ain't never lied about that, did you?
All right.
We got voicemails now.
Yeah, we got one.
Okay, let's hit it. Who's it from? We about to.
I was gonna say their phone number, but
don't do that. You didn't screen it there. We don't know who this.
No, I know who it is.
Okay.
I can't think of their name right now. They didn't send us multiple voicemails.
Okay. I'm just making sure it wasn't that white podcast.
No, it definitely not the white podcast. Okay. I blocked their ass. Oop. They get these black hands too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Let's see it.
You know, I'm just playing it from my phone.
Okay, thank you, Nero. Oh, yeah, I know who this is.
Black matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sienna.
Yes.
What up?
Yes.
Just listen to the episode, my whole shift, because I went in a little later.
Yeah.
So I can do that.
Yeah.
There's lots of things I want to talk about. Miami.
Yeah.
That Mariah Carey album, my favorite album out of all her albums in life.
Mariah
So
put her
good.
foot in that.
Each song, so good. Made me feel like I can sing in the car.
Come on.
And I'm let all these people know who don't know good music, and I don't blame them, because the ish that's on the radio right now,
Ain't the same.
that's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to remember that 10 years from now.
Works of the
Probably
devil.
not even next year, because it comes too fast,
Mm-hmm.
and it's trash.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
That Mariah Carey album is amazing.
Yep.
Oh, my God, it's so hot today, and I can't keep up with this cold and hot. What else did y'all talk about? That Fix My Life episode.
Oh.
I've been dying to see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I will see it.
Oh.
Everybody in the Brown family of skin needs therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we go through so much and we don't get acknowledged for the things that we go through, and everybody assumes it to be quote-unquote normal life for us. And it shouldn't be that. So kudos for everybody going to therapy. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Should have did it sooner.
Yeah.
Everybody should go.
Mm-hmm.
I got another thing that I'm going to talk about with y'all. So I'm going to wait until this thing beep on me, because I know it's quick. Okay? We're going to go to the next voice now. Now, get me next.
I got you, girl.
Oh, she got another one.
She got 3 of them.
Oh.
She called that.
Silly.
What up? It's part 2 with Shan. What's up, Black Love Matters?
Mm-hmm.
It's me.
Yes.
So part 2 of my voicemail that I'm leaving for this episode. When you guys were talking about the girl that brought in the food at work, and the person said, I don't eat Chinese, and I eat healthy food. I eat healthy food. Damn.
Oh, my goodness.
I would have forgot that I was at work at that point. And I didn't even cook the food.
Yeah.
That's rude.
That's
Just say, no, thank you.
Yes.
Who the hell raised you? If you see something you don't want to eat, just say, no, thank you.
Yeah.
All that sideways ass, ignorant ass shit, when you in the wrong and it's not Chinese, I would have already had hands on you.
Come on.
And I ain't even cooked the food. That's rude. But I have a thing. If I see food that don't look like I ever touched it before, and I'm not in I'm going to try something new today mood, I'm just not going to try it.
Yeah, you just don't eat it.
You say, ooh, I should
All you
try
gotta do
that
is say no,
sometime.
thank you. You don't have to be extra.
Or,
That's what I tell people.
I don't eat things I can't spell.
Yeah.
And if whatever you tell me is what that thing is and I can't spell it, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to tell you, oh, that's nasty, because I never tasted it.
You don't know.
I'm not going to tell you, ooh, because you don't need all of that. You might love it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of my exes, I'm Jamaican, and my aunt had made saltfish, ackee, and some dumplings. And he was like, ooh, what is that?
Where the goat? Where the goat?
Your family's from Mississippi, but
Yeah.
it ain't oil food. It's oil to you because it's new.
No, he
But
done
you
ate
just
a net
have to
bone.
be open to trying new things. And if you don't have nothing good to say, hope your parents teach you right and don't say nothing.
That nigga don't eat chitlins.
Thank
He
you.
mad at
Thank you
saltfish.
for offering. That's so sweet.
Oh, she got cut off.
Oh. Look, why I'm talking like she in the room. I said, this nigga done ate chitlins. And he talking about what is saltfish.
Where the goat? Goat.
You don't love a goat. And I don't cook goat, so one day I'll get it. One day I'll
Who would have known it's a part 3? This is yes, but people need to learn manners. This is Shan. People need to learn manners and learn how to speak to other people so they can avoid confrontations and uneasiness in the workplace, or if you ain't in the workplace, in public.
Yeah.
Just learn how to speak to people, and if you don't know, then just be quiet and keep it moving.
Be quiet. Less is more. Do no harm,
Looking
right?
forward to the next episode. What's tomorrow? Shout Out Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. I'm sure I'll hear this. And when y'all said that you should call her, I wish I would have called. Boy, I would have been screaming on that phone. You'd be like, what did she say? I would have been so hyped if y'all called me. But you scared me like that.
I
had smiles from ear to ear when y'all said that. But just said y'all be good out here. Shan. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, Shan? I started to because it run because I
You just
sometimes I forget to log out of Skype on my phone.
Yeah, we be like,
so
hello.
The phone calls to just go through and they be like Skype call. I'm like, I've seen this number before.
Maybe we should do that one time. Maybe like as we get close to our year anniversary, we'll just have it like if y'all want to call, we'll just pick a day.
Right.
And if you want to call, just call us.
Yeah.
We'll just pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone and we just record it.
We'll record it. We'll talk. We'll have convo.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing? Look, we gonna talk to you like we talked to Nia. What you doing?
What you doing?
Watching this TV.
Mm-hmm.
We so good friends with some friends. We don't be on the phone watching TV together quietly.
Just
you see
quiet.
this? Uh-huh.
Hold on, she got one more.
Oh, what? This another one?
She ain't just be leaving them. I think she.
Oh, she butt dialed us.
I don't know. She butt dialed us, or maybe that's.
Is that the music? Remember old school when you used to date somebody?
I think that's Mariah Carey.
Oh, it is. I was gonna say. Remember old school when you would be like, say you at work or something, or you can't pick up your phone, and you would call your boo, and you know to go to voicemail, and you would leave like a message.
Oh yeah.
Or like the music.
Oh, you remember how the voicemails used to have the song at the beginning?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Yeah,
this is Nero.
Or you remember ringbacks?
Yeah.
How was that not a thing anymore?
Somebody still got them because I called somebody. I said, "You still got ringbacks? Turn this shit off."
You wouldn't even know what to do. Like I haven't decided. I think it's not professional, or it's not even that, right? Because it's just a song, right? What's the difference between ringing and it'd be like a music, right?
I be like, put me back on ringback. This shit hot.
Oh my goodness!
Call you
what would
back.
be my ringback song?
I don't know.
Emancipation of Mimi.
Oh.
Then could you do ringbacks depending on the person? Mm-hmm. So instead of somebody you about to break up with, you be like to the left,
mm-hmm.
all your shit in the bed to the left.
Look, this is how my voice must be started off.
Oh. Yes.
Hello.
Oh my God.
This is Nero. I'm not here right now, but if you leave your name and voicemail and your name and message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, I can read your mind. Yeah.
It didn't let it play a little.
Yeah.
What is this there? Boom, boom. Then it hang up.
Beep. Y'all remember that?
What is this shit we used to do? This is why our parents couldn't stand us. This is why our parents were like, y'all are dumb. This is why they couldn't work on gun reform because we too busy doing shit like
because we too busy playing music on our voicemail.
Technology and we just got distracted. That's why they couldn't do no type of gun or education reform because we're doing fuck shit like this. They couldn't focus on anything else.
No.
Because we're doing fuck shit like this and we're on Black Planet.
Right.
They couldn't do no type of reform for us. At least the children are a little more woke because this is not new to them.
Right.
It's just the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Nero, you done run back memories.
You know you done did that multiple times.
Yes. I think I've only did it once. I never actually bought the ring back. Remember you had to buy them. They'd be like $2.99. I don't think I ever bought them. I don't think I bought them, but I think it was one time I had them. And I think I listened to my own. I was like, this ain't gone. Mm-hmm. It was just, that's even like, remember we used to record the mixes on the radio?
Yes.
You had to, do the mixes still come on the radio in Detroit on Saturday night? Like, is house music still a thing?
I don't know.
Remember, like Saturday night, like, like the, what was it, like DJ Godfather, and what was like Godzilla, and like all them songs, do them still come on? Like, do the kids still listen
Wax
to them?
Sax and Dre. Who else was there?
I'm talking about the actual house, like Ghetto House. Is that Ghetto Tech? Is that what
Ghetto Tech.
Is that still a thing?
I'm not
It's
sure.
still a thing. Like, I know it's a thing. Like people do Ghetto Tech, but it's a thing where it's on the radio.
I think it's big
on
overseas.
Friday and Saturday night. Like that used to be huge.
It's big overseas. Now they didn't take all our shit, and they play Godzilla overseas.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness! And pop locking.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like that was a thing.
Yeah.
And every week it'd be the same songs, just maybe mixed a little differently, but it's the same.
It was the same shit.
Thing.
I
And
know.
at parties too.
I know for some of y'all don't even know what the hell we talking about.
They don't know what we're talking about.
Some of them don't. Everybody listen to us ain't from Detroit.
Oh, that's true. Should we do it in a different? Are you going to try to find it really quickly? Look, we're supposed to be at the end of the episode. Are we going to try to find it?
I think I found one.
Or are you going to that type of music when you just start popping your booty. You already hear the beat. You already know when your booty's supposed to drop. You know exactly where the booty's dropping. You can, from just listening to it, you can create a dance routine just from the beat of it. So that type of music. Maybe we'll have a conversation on house music. That takes me back to high school. Oh my Don't do that.
Oh.
You just sweating?
I can't stop my ass from shaking.
Come on, let's close this out. This was a good episode. We done got distracted. So as always, to submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com, and to submit your question for Kitchen Table Talk, you can shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com, and to leave a comment about anything we talked about today, you can do that on our website, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media. That's Black Love, Black Love with no K, or leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
This is shooting my shit too.
Oh my God. Bye. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Have a good Easter.